What made me find this tweet was Doodle Tones. Oh, go away, you. Yes, I'm in certain VTubers discords here. Was this person posts a screenshot of this tweet and says, "Shut your fuck mouth. Shut fuck your mouth." I don't know. And it's like the tweet said, "Today, men are socially not allowed to be sexual beings. The bizarre result is this form of Reddit sexuality in which guys try to make themselves as non-threatening as possible in order to express permitted sexual energy. This falls into a few main pathologies, and one of the perfect examples he provides is this YouTuber named Joe Cat, who was basically canceled for saying he liked girls. Ironically, by the very people he always tries to defend. He's very LBGT positive. He's very his humor is never quite what I would find funny, but you know, and I was like, where do Lido, you know? And the weird thing is they're trying to say that a thread saying men can't be sexual was homophobic by saying men can't be sexual. And I'm like, how? What? I mean, given the whole thread is blatant homophobia and racism, the broad general categorizations is to continue to label men for being open in some way as predatory or skeevy. Dude literally calls Joe Cat infantilizing himself. He can shut his fucking mouth. But he's right. I mean, fucking, yeah, like Joe Cat, yeah, like, that's kind of seems to be like the guy's theme. He absolutely infantilized. So anyway, I actually found, because it was just a screenshot, okay? It was just a screenshot, and I was like, I am quite curious about this guy's thread. So, this guy is 100% right on like everything. Okay? Today, men are not allowed to express themselves as sexual beings. The bizarre result is this form of Reddit sexuality in which guys try to make themselves as non-threatening as possible in order to express permitted sexual energies. This falls into a few main pathologies. And he posts the I Like Girls video by Joe Cat. You know, because yes, the guy was literally canceled for saying he liked girls. Like, society, anyway. 1. The fox in the hen house. Acting gay to get into sleepovers. Straight men who will put on a gay affections and take on feminine hobbies and interests in order to seem as one of the girls and thus not a threat. Usually this type is very predatory. Alright? This is like an absolute truth right here. It's funny because Vosh is a perfect example of this, okay? Vosh is the kind of person who fucking is like absolutely a closet sexist. It's like he is like when given the first moment to have permission to go after a girl, he will, and he'll basically tell a woman to shut the fuck up and get back in the kitchen if they dare speak out about something he agrees with. Let's see here. Submissiveness, the step on me. I am not a big fan of this. Is guys who basically like girls to spit on them and things like that. But it's like, it's cool, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, sure. But it's kind of like, I personally don't dig it, alright? The corporate sterility, aka maturity. This is very Reddit mode, which views sex as a contractual exchange. The obsession with consent. It's typical. They flirt like it's a sales pitch, but ironically are terrified of making women uncomfortable. Partially a Me Too holdover. And yeah. Okay, this is kind of like, this falls in the, you want to approach women, but you can't because you're afraid of what they might do. And he posts this link. Is Gen Z the most undateable generation ever? Maybe, but it's not really their fault. No, it's entirely their fault. The Me Too thing basically says if you're a guy and you approach a woman, you're fucking. The woman is just going to call the cops because that is an implication that you might have had a sexual thought about her, which is impermitted. Oh God, and this one, holy shit. I'm going to sound terribly racist for this. Okay, so number 4 is ghettoification. Blackmail sexuality is still allowed in this culture. See rap and other black cultural products. So you'll see white guys acting like DMX because no matter how gross it is, they seem less gross than normal white male sexual expression. So the town I live in has about like a 60% black population. White people are absolutely the minority in this town. And there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of dudes just walking around hitting on women. It's like, I can't tell you how many people we've had to kick out of the mall I work at because they're making women uncomfortable by just being aggressively, "Hey baby, how about you come to my place and suck my dick? Yeah." And I mean literally, like, they're freaking cases and cases again and again of dudes following women out to their cars. And it's like, so an example of this is there was a song. Hold on, let me stop my Spotify here. There was a song that was being played once when my mom and I went to a Mardi Gras parade. There was a whole bunch of people there, a whole bunch of people who were having, they were playing music on a big giant Bluetooth speaker. But let me see if I can even make my YouTube work while doing this here. Now, listen to this here. One woman just to hold me down. One woman just to lift me up. And I gotta at least have one woman on the side that really don't give a fuck. So if you wanna leave, baby, go ahead. Like, okay, listen to that. It's basically an entire song saying that you have to have 3 girlfriends. You can't have just one woman. You gotta have 3. Because it's like, and this is part of the culture. And it's like, could you imagine if a white person had written a song like this? He would be canceled instantaneously. But anyway, moving on. It's a beautiful song, don't get me wrong, but it's like, just the lyrics are like... Alright, checking out. A lot of men, particularly young men, become repulsed by their own sexuality, and they just leave it behind. Whether by MGTOW, decent androgynous sexuality, or some form of anti-sex ideology, they try to get as far away from it as possible. And as a... I can tell you, as a fucking pinup artist, I have seen this so much on Twitter. And you see this, like, every time I upload a clip from my streams to, like, TikTok, 90% of the time there are people saying, like, "Oh man, this is so gross. How dare you draw this kind of stuff? Oh, why are you? Oh, this is nasty. Why are you drawing that?" And it's like, it's such a part of society where the mere fact that someone draws a sexual character, and it's like, it's fucking ridiculous. There are many examples. For example, the self-infantilization, as seen in the OP. There are, but all of these are bizarre and unhealthy adaptations to a sick culture. It's been said before that otherwise young men enjoy, but everything young men enjoy is demonized and hated by whoever, and if they hate it too, they will fucking have people that like them, you know. The video game Helldivers is such a perfect example of this. A bunch of dudes like to play a game where they go around and shoot shit. It's like, no, oh my god, you can't enjoy that. That's misogyny. That's toxic masculinity. And it's like, go fuck yourself. And it's like, I to this day, like the type of people that these people are trying to appeal to are like the people who fucking. Like the people who canceled Joe Cat, like there are a whole bunch of LBGT people that he fully and totally supports, by the way, and they're just like no, you can't say you like girls, 'cause that's gross. It's like, whatever, dude.